Why play Zyra Jungle? Well, she clears quickly and easily. She deals massive AoE damage, she brings a ton of lockdown, and she is brilliant at securing objectives. However, she doesn't have any mobility at all, and she is skill shot reliant, so can struggle into high mobility champs. Zyra's passive is she periodically summons seeds around her. These seeds interact with her Q and her E. Zyra's Q is a rectangular skill shot, which after a short delay deals damage to all enemies hit. This ability also has a much larger box around it, where if a seed's within it will grow a plant. These plants shoot ranged projectiles at nearby enemies, prioritizing those that Zyra has attacked. Zyra's W places a seed on the floor, and she can store up to 2 of these at one time. Killing an enemy massively reduces the cooldown, and killing an enemy champion or large monster fully resets one seed back to you. Zyra's E is a straight line skill shot which sends out a wave of vines which deal damage to and root enemies hit. This also has a much larger hitbox, and if seeds are within it will grow a plant. The plants these grow are much shorter range, but their attacks will slow your enemies. Zyra's ultimate places down a massive circle which deals damage to enemies as it expands, and after 2 seconds it then knocks up all enemies within. Plants within this ultimate gain 50% max health, gain increase in size, and they start attacking furiously for more damage. For combos, start with E into both of your Ws. This creates your plants that slow, and from here you can Q into your ultimate before attacking away. For matchups, she can struggle into higher mobility champions who can avoid your E and get away from your plants. And she's great into less mobile champions, easily locking them down and making them sit in her plants. For runes, take this. Your E guarantees Comet. For build order, start Red Monster and Pot into Leandry's and Tier 2 boots. After this, a Crystal Scepter and Zhonya's are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start Q then W then E before maxing Q then E then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Smite. Starting the game, Zyra's clear is so incredibly good you almost always want to full clear the jungle. After a bit of practice, which you can do in the practice tool, you'll be able to consistently clear the jungle at 3 minutes 10. The reason this is so good is because most junglers finish around 3 minutes 30 in order to get Scuttle Crab. Finishing this much earlier means you have time to get a gank in before you take Scuttle Crab. This can give you a massive tempo advantage, as laners are not used to a level 4 champion walking into their lane at 3 minutes 10, and you don't lose any advantage by this as you're still there to get Scuttle Crab afterwards. When ganking, always consider the 3 main points of where is the lane pushed to, what CC does your team bring, and what escapes does the enemy have. And your main goal will always be to land your E to make them sit in your plants and guarantee your Q. Entering the mid game, your main focus is going to be on getting objectives. Zyra can solo and take objectives incredibly easily with her plants juggling the aggro. In addition, with the amount of lockdown and damage she brings, she's amazing at getting picks. So keep hunting for picks and converting into objectives. Entering late game teamfights, you want to play as the backline mage. When the fight starts, pressing all of your buttons with your E, both Ws, Q and ultimate is a very legitimate way to play. If you can hit 2 or 3 targets with these, they'll be massively locked down and take silly amounts of damage while your team easily follows up. And that's how to play Zyra Jungle. Comment below who you want to see next.